And today we want to talk. Yesterday we did managers. Today special on players,
free
out
agents
of contract in June 2022. I think we have to start
with Kylian.
From the big boy, from the big star, Kylian Mbappé. Because his interview, we were speaking about it yesterday after his interview to RMC Sport, but now today, after his interview, the full interview with L'Equipe, I think is really, really huge. Huh? Yeah. It's really huge.
Yeah.
What Kylian Mbappé said, talking about July, he said in July, after the Euros, I asked Paris Saint-Germain to leave the club, and it was only Real Madrid. This is Kylian Mbappé position. While I say, Marcus, thank you for your kind message, and my United fans asking about Solskjaer situation, guys. As I said yesterday, and on my YouTube channel, Manchester United are still backing the manager, and this is why yesterday they extended the contract of the assistant coach Mike Phelan. But about Kylian Mbappé, here we can find, guys, his words to L'Equipe. Before the Euros, I told Paris Saint-Germain that I didn't want to renew. And after the Euros, I said I wanted to leave. My ambition was really for everyone to move forward hand in hand, the selling club, the buying club, and me. So this is the message from Kylian Mbappé. And guys, what is important to say is that he added about Real Madrid. He said they made an offer. Of course, I was prepared to leave Real Madrid. He also said I was a bit disappointed after the window because I wanted to leave, to try something new. Leaving Paris Saint-Germain was the right step at this point. This is what Kylian Mbappé said. But as of now, here we can find the other part of his interview. When I say leave, I'm talking about Real Madrid. Real Madrid made an offer. I thought that my time at PSG was over. Leaving was the logical next step. Then they asked him other clubs, maybe English clubs. You remember that they were talking in England about Paris Saint-Germain, about Liverpool, Manchester City and other clubs. He said, no, I'm attached to Paris. And if I had left this summer, it would have only been for Real Madrid. So I think that the message is really so clear from Kylian Mbappé. What I see behind this interview is Kylian Mbappé who wanted to say to the world, my desire was, is, will be to join one day Real Madrid. He wants to do it in a respectful way. This is so clear. Thank you, Davide, for subscribing. This is so clear because he said many times during the interview that he wants to be respectful with the club. As we were reading before, he wanted to find the right solution for the club. So what he wanted to say was, sell me now. You will receive money. I will go to Real Madrid and we will be happy. You can find a replacement. But Paris Saint-Germain said no. Here is the other part of the interview, the other answer from Kylian Mbappé. I stayed at PSG and I'm really happy. Then in another answer, he said, but we are far from signing a new contract and staying, as I wanted to leave this summer. With regard to my situation, we haven't been discussing a renewal for 2 months since I said I wanted to leave. So I think really behind this interview, from what they report in France, was not together with Paris Saint-Germain. This is what they're saying in France.
Yeah. They didn't plan to do it. The interview. So it's an important statement. It's an important statement.
Means to tell everybody, I want to go to Real Madrid. Let's see the way they will try to do it. If it will be possible to do it maybe as free agent, or if in January the situation will change. We had some particular meetings today around lunchtime when Florentino Perez went to Abate. We had some words around, spreading around, saying that Florentino said in January we'll have clear the situation about Mbappé. Then he said I was meaning about the relationship with Paris Saint-Germain. So Florentino was clarifying on this point, but I think we will understand more in the coming weeks, in the coming months of Kylian Mbappé. But after this interview, what I feel is that extended the contract is
difficult, and I'm expecting PSG to say something. I don't know if Leonardo, if El Khelaïf himself, but they need to give an answer to this statement.
Yes,
because that's super powerful what Kylian Mbappé is saying.
Yes, and it's important
to clarify his feelings. And also, I just want to say this, that if he wanted to do like a step back.
Yes.
He could do it. He didn't. So that has a meaning for his future, this interview today. Because today he could say, you know...
Also to the other clubs, Liverpool and this kind of rumors. He wanted to say these rumors were not true.
Yeah.
This is the message.
There were some people saying the opposite.
Some clown on Twitter saying Liverpool made an offer for Mbappé. These people is not from England. English journalists were never reporting this. Someone in Italy, but was completely fake. And Mbappé confirmed that it was only Real Madrid. Liverpool, Manchester City, all these clubs are following the situation since a long time, but they never made a proposal as they knew that Real Madrid were the only option. Guys, let's move on.
Let's move to Paul Pogba.
Of course, 5 stars.
5 stars, easy.
So player. Many questions I said about Paul Pogba, but I want to clarify that Pogba has not decided yet if extending his contract with Manchester United or leave as free agent. He's not decided yet. Remember that Mino Raiola last summer with AC Milan, he decided, thank you Naram for your bits, he decided on final days of May to not accept a new contract and to leave AC Milan because Paolo Maldini already signed another goalkeeper like Mike Maignan that is doing great with AC Milan. But Donnarumma deal was till the end of May. Imagine. So I don't see Pogba deciding in few days or in few weeks for Man United. He will take some time. He's happy with Man United atmosphere, but happy with the atmosphere is one thing. Sign new contract
is another one.
So at the moment, it's not decided yet. Many clubs are waiting to see what is going to happen because having Pogba as free agent would be incredible because Juventus signed him as free agent when he was a baby and then he showed all his skills as Juventus player was fantastic. Now let's see what is going to happen for Paul Pogba. But imagine if Pogba would be a free agent. As of now, still not agreed. The new contract with Man United, but they're talking about him in Manchester United board and offering him a new deal since July. So it's a long negotiation. It's not a few days negotiation, guys.
What's the situation with him? Because
the situation is out of contract in 2022.
Okay, like everyone.
Negotiating since long time with AC Milan, but no agreement. AC Milan position on this kind of situations is really clear since last summer. What they did with Çalhanoğlu and Donnarumma is the same they will do with Kessie. We made a proposal. This is AC Milan position. We made a proposal. The proposal is around 6.5 million per season net from AC Milan to Frank Kessie with some add-ons and with the salary to grow up season by season. But he has not accepted this proposal as of now, and he wants more than this to sign the contract. So at the moment, there is no agreement, and this is why from Paolo Maldini, from player agent, they are not talking about it a lot because it's still not agreed. But AC Milan are still hopeful to find a solution from Frank Kessie. They're not thinking that it's over, They're still there. They still hope that Kessie will change his mind and say, okay, I'm accepting this proposal and staying at AC Milan. So it's not over. If Kessie would be a free agent, keep an eye on Paris Saint-Germain as potential option, but also Premier League clubs. There is still nothing agreed. If you see around like saying Paris Saint-Germain have an agreement with Kessie or some English clubs already negotiating with Kessie, it's not true. It's just an interest from these clubs, and it's normal. When you have a player out of contract in 1 year, now it's 8 months, 7 months, it's not even 1 year, you look at opportunities. And
technically they can sign in a few months because on the 1st of January they can launch.
So Frank Kessie is one of the players to watch in the coming weeks to see.
How do you rate him? 1 out of 5?
In my opinion, is a 4 stars opportunity. 4 stars opportunity. He's not one of the best in the world, but he's really good, very good midfielder. Was having a fantastic season last year with AC Milan. So very, very interesting opportunity. I want your opinion too, because it's true that Kessie didn't answer yes or no for Maldini's last proposal. Yes, but at the moment he's not saying no. He's not accepting. It means he's not convinced because it's a long time they are negotiating and he's not convinced about the proposal. But let's see what he will decide in the coming months. Maybe he will call one day and say, okay, I'm happy with this proposal. Or let's negotiate about it. At the moment he's completely blocked. They are not talking. So let's see. So how many stars you give to this opportunity?
No, 4 as well, yes. Because it's not like one of the top midfielders that are right now in the world, in my opinion. Like it's very good, but 5 stars for me is a player like, I don't know, Pogba or or
Yeah, exactly.
Kante or there is no free agent, but just to say
He's really good.
he's really good. Also, will be important for him, I think, to find the right team with the right manager, right place. I think is up because we saw also AC Milan was struggling at the beginning.
Yes.
Wasn't like considered as well as he is right now. So he needs to find the right place, the right team, the right
2 years
coach.
ago, he was considered a player available to leave maybe on loan with buy option. You remember, it was 3 years ago.
Antonio Conte wanted him.
And then he
was
changed
desperate to Conte.
Yes.
He loved Frank Kessie.
He wanted Kessie at Chelsea and at Inter, so always following him. But let's go with Marcelo Brozovic, another 4 stars opportunity, in my opinion. He's doing great with Inter since.
Yeah, same level of Kessie, more or less.
Yes, completely different players, but
no, as an opportunity is same level.
Yes.
Interesting guy.
Let me say that they are really underrated in international consideration, Kessie and Brozovic, because they are doing great and they are big opportunities. But talking about Marcelo Brozovic, he's talking with Inter over a new contract. They are talking, they are negotiating. His dad is working on it with Inter board. So at the moment, it's not something agreed or advanced, but Brozovic is talking with Inter. Also, as we said for Kessie, if Brozovic will not extend, many clubs will be interested. Bayern wanted him 2 years ago. Now let's see what they will decide. At the moment, there is nothing with Bayern going on, but they wanted him 2 years ago. Paris Saint-Germain, 1 year ago, they were close to sign Brozovic. They were talking with Inter of a swap deal, Brozovic-Paredes, and then it didn't go through because
how many stories we have to write a book about Brozovic in terms of market, because there are so many stories. Remember when he was already he already booked the flight to go to.
He was in the hotel. In the hotel, ready to leave the following day to join Sevilla on loan with buy option.
Yes.
It was loan for €1 million and buy option for €14 million, and then it collapsed because Inter manager Spalletti during the night said, "Don't do this. I want to keep Brozovic and I want to give him an opportunity." And now he's one of the best midfielders of Serie A.
The issue of Brozovic at the beginning of his Inter career was that he didn't find a position.
Yes.
Like it was quite difficult for him to find a position in the midfield. So there was I remember Mancini also tried it as a winger. Remember?
Yes.
In the 4-2-3-1, I think it was. He as a winger in the up trade.
Yes.
And then Luciano Spalletti was the one at Inter that put him in front of the defense. And from that moment on, I remember it was Wistred also.
Yes.
The stadium. It wasn't. And then similar situation of Kessie.
Yes.
And now is a great opportunity.
Insigne is another one of the players out of contract and off topic. Do you think Insigne will lower his salary demands or he will leave Napoli as free agent? He's talking with Napoli, with his agent Vincenzo Pisacane, since now is like 1 week. They had the first meeting and they're gonna meet again. So they're talking, and this is a positive news for Napoli and Insigne, but it's not agreed yet. They will need some time. I think it's not about the salary. It's about Insigne to decide about his future, his personal life. If he wants to be Napoli player for his lifetime, so to extend his contract and say, I will play for Napoli for the rest of my life, or if he wants to try something new after spending the whole career at Napoli. So it's up to Insigne to decide on this point.
How do you rate him as an opportunity?
Insigne, I go with 3 stars. I'll go with
3.5.
I like Insigne. No, we don't have 5. No.
Why not?
We don't. It's too easy. No. 3 stars. I go with 3 stars because he's a fantastic player, but it's about the age, It's about the age. If I'm not wrong, he's 30 years old.
Yes.
So, it's just because if he was 25, it was a 5 stars. Insigne is a fantastic player. But
I go with 4.
I think Insigne is perfect for Napoli. This is why I think that moving on from Napoli is not the best idea for him. I hope he will continue.
Yeah, I mean, he's a legend there. So
yes.
Pedri,
out of contract in 2022. Special player, because he's a special player. Barcelona, this month, October, are planning to continue in their contacts to reach a verbal agreement with Pedri and then sign the contract. But Barcelona are more than optimistic, and so I see Pedri staying at Barca. I don't see Barca losing on Pedri as free. It would be a disaster. In my opinion, this is 5 stars, also 6.
Yeah.
But if they lose on Pedri as free agent, it's a disaster. Pedri should leave Barca. Right? I don't think so. I think he's fantastic. He's fantastic player. He's a fantastic match also with Barcelona. Now that they need some new faces, some young faces after the Messi era, Pedri has to stay. This is just my personal opinion, of course. But he's gonna stay because his contract is really close to be renewed. It's not done, but it will take some time. But they are on it. So
let's talk about another Barcelona player.
Yes,
Ousmane Dembélé.
Let me say that while we talk about Pedri, also for Ansu Fati, Barcelona are really optimistic. So the message is really close to the Pedri one. Really optimistic. Barca on Pedri and Ansu Fati. For Ousmane Dembélé is not agreed yet. It's not agreed yet. 1 year ago.
How many things happened with Dembélé also?
Yes, 1 year ago. You remember on deadline day? Manchester United wanted him.
Yes.
But Barcelona said no 1 year ago in 2020. Was today the deadline day.
Yeah.
It's exactly 1 year ago, 5th of October. Manchester United wanted him, and Barcelona said no to Man United in October, but also to Juventus and Liverpool in June, because they were pretty sure that Dembélé was going on loan, then coming back to Barca. It was a simple loan with no buy option, then coming back to Barca and not extending the contract. So they were also always facing this panic situation around Dembélé. Now they are negotiating with Dembélé since a long time, because since Juan Laporta is the president of Barcelona, he's always been focused on Dembélé. He wants Dembélé to extend the contract, but as of now, it's not agreed yet. So they are negotiating, talking, but they still need something. They are still optimistic if you talk on Barcelona side, but it's not agreed yet. So let's see and follow step by step the next steps of this negotiation.
How do you rate him?
Yes, this is a point. I think he's a 4-star opportunity. I have the feeling that this boy, if he will leave Barcelona and try maybe something fresh, something new in another league, maybe he will have chances to show his skills. I go with 4.
Yeah, also, because of his age, what he showed in the past. But remember Dembélé at Borussia Dortmund? It was another thing.
Yes, was completely different.
Paulo Dybala.
So let's move on Paulo Dybala.
What's the situation with the contract renewal?
Okay. First of all, Chamatats, it says, top. Paulo Dybala is close, really close, one step away from extending his contract with Juventus till 2025. It's a 4 years contract. The agreement is really close to be completed. So they are working on final clauses, on final details, but they are on it. So Juventus are really confident. Since they sold Cristiano Ronaldo to Manchester United, they are working on Paulo Dybala deal to extend his contract, to give him a contract extension. So they want to show Paulo Dybala that he's at the center of their project. And so they are really confident to complete everything soon with Paulo Dybala officially. So Barcelona questions, Paris Saint-Germain questions, I think it's over now. Maybe something crazy will happen, but 5-star player. For Paulo Dybala, I go with 4. I love the player, but injuries are probably always injured. He's been really unlucky. And then I think, in my opinion, it's a 4 stars.
No, for me, it's a 5, totally.
I can't go with Dybala together with Pedri, Pogba, and Mbappé. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but not even the same level of Dembélé.
In my opinion, it's so similar, Two fantastic player potentially, but always injured. How many years Paulo Dybala is not scoring a Champions League important goal? Important, I mean, important moments, not group stages. I love the player, I love Dybala, but always injured. Really unlucky, okay, it's not his fault, okay, but Juventus, Ajax, no. Juventus, Lyon, no. Juventus, Porto, nada.
Yeah, no, but
this is the point. But okay, I said 4, not 2. So
okay.
Remember, Dybala is the new Messi, and they say it. But
no.
I like Dybala. I like Dybala, but he's really close. Dice che Dybala está a un paso de quedarse en la Juve. Correcto. Sì. He's another one to keep an eye on because he's out of contract.
And let's talk about Belotti.
And he has no agreement at the moment.
Let's talk about Belotti. He's a player that now is not
wanted him last summer. Zenit. He's not playing since 3 months because of his injury. But we are waiting for Belotti to be back. But will be one of the opportunities for the market if he doesn't extend the contract with Torino.
Yeah. How do you rate him?
3 stars.
Yeah, me too.
3 stars. I love you, Belotti. Good player, but I think Niklas Sule is an interesting opportunity. He was in Chelsea list last summer, also in United list before they decided to sign Varane, who was the priority since a long time for Man United. But Sule is really an interesting opportunity, I think. Really good centre back as free agent is.
Yes.
Top
Good.
one, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I want your rate also on Sule. In my opinion, is I go with 4 stars for Niklas Sule.
Okay.
He's not that great. Yes, he's not a top world player, but he's a good one. Tony Rudiger. Let's talk about Tony Rudiger because it's really a particular situation, you know?
There are a lot of rumors.
I remember 1 year ago, it seems 5 years ago, but it's 1 year ago, it's actually deadline day last summer.
Yeah.
Tony Rudiger was offered to Inter, Conte, AC Milan looking for a centre back, Tottenham also. So Chelsea were trying to find a solution because Lampard was not trusting Tony Rudiger as starter. Then Thomas Tuchel joins and Rudiger life changed completely because Tuchel is trusting him since day one. He's playing him, and now he's one of the best centre backs in Europe. He did great in Champions League last year. He's doing great also this season. So Tony Rudiger is out of contract in June 2022, and many clubs are looking at this situation. Bayern, he said today in his press conference, I know that Bayern are interested, and it honors me because that shows that I've done few things right recently. But he also added, I feel good at Chelsea, where I am now. And this is the point. Rudiger is really happy with Chelsea. Chelsea life, Chelsea atmosphere, dressing room, Thomas Tuchel as manager. Everything with Chelsea life is fine for Tony Rudiger. It's about the salary. It's about the contract. He's negotiating over a new contract with Chelsea. So the negotiation is going on since some weeks, some months, but they have still no agreement on salary. So let's see what is going to happen for Tony Rudiger and his contract with Chelsea. But I think it's really an interesting point.
How do you rate him?
Good question. I go with 4 stars. Maybe Sule 3 and Rudiger 4. Rudiger is stronger now. While the TV is speaking, so everything is fine.
As always.
Yes.
Yeah, I go with a 4 as well for Rudiger.
So Bayern and Real Madrid are interested in Tony Rudiger only in case he will be. Bayern and Real Madrid have not made any proposal yet to Tony Rudiger. They are just planning to do something if he will be a free agent. His priority now is Chelsea. I'm glad he's staying at Chelsea fan. He's not 100% sure yet, but he's really happy with Chelsea, and so as he said, he still hopes to stay. Just Lingard is out of contract in Manchester United in 2022, but Man United, after the opening proposal not accepted by Just Lingard, they are talking with the player and with his father to find an agreement. Man United want Lingard to stay, so they are still negotiating, talking. It's not agreed. It will take some time, but they are on it. It's not over between Man United and Just Lingard. So this is why the situation is absolutely open for Lingard, and Manchester United are still hopeful to extend his contract. Okay, we said about Lingard in negotiation with Man United, but it's not agreed yet, the new contract. And we can move to the next player.
It's Corona.
It's a good one.
Yes.
Jesus Corona. With Lingard, I go with the 3 stars ratings.
Yeah.
And with Corona...
Should leave one, 67%.
Incredible. Shocking to me, you know? And then...
So, it's a 3 stars for you... Lingard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for me as well. Corona, interesting player. Many clubs wanted him. It's a good opportunity.
It's a good opportunity. AC Milan were negotiating for him and Sevilla during the summer. Now will be completely different market because Porto were talking with him over a new contract, but they have no agreement. And so I think there are huge chances for Corona to leave as free agent. My rating for Tecatito is 3 stars on 5, but he's an interesting player. He's really an interesting player.
What do you want to go?
I want to go with the next one for Juventus because we say Dybala, but the next contract extension for Juventus will be Juan Cuadrado, Colombian player. Juan Cuadrado is in advanced negotiation to extend his contract with Juventus. Let me say, I think they in Italy as right back, he's still the best. Still the best. Calabria is doing well, but Cuadrado is still the best at right back. Fantastic player, really. We said about Juan Cuadrado, really good opportunity, but he's, in my opinion, he's a 4 stars, but he's staying at Juventus with a new deal, with a new contract. Yes, Romagnoli has no agreement with AC Milan to extend the contract, but they're not even negotiating, Romagnoli and AC Milan, to extend the contract as of now. So I don't know if the situation will change, but as of now it's not so advanced, any advanced talks to extend the contract. So Romagnoli will be available on the market as free agent.
For me, is a 3.
For me,
3 out of 5. 2?
Yes. Good player, but in my opinion, not a top. Good center back. As free agent is a good opportunity, but rating the opportunity, in my opinion, rating the player, we're around 2.
Yeah.
An interesting one.
Yes.
How old is Isco? Good question.
I think it's 30 something, no? Let me see. No, 29. It's gonna be 30 next April.
Yes.
So I was thinking 30, 31.
That is a good opportunity, eh?
Yeah.
Isco as free agent.
Massimiliano Allegri loved him.
Yes.
In the past.
Yes. So, if
20,
you can pick
29.
one, guys, Isco or Bale, who are you signing?
I go Isco, to be honest.
Yes.
Because Bale seems to me that he's I don't know, it's like expensive because the salary will be important because Bale asked for an important salary and neither, they say. No, I think Isco because also it's younger, like it seems to be also more focused on football pitch than Gareth Bale at the moment.
Yes, I agree.
Gareth Bale is already thinking about his future life, what he wants to do next. Isco is still... Yeah, but to be honest, it's not the 2 names I will put in my best 10 in this list. For different reasons. Okay.
What is happening with Marcelo? Also, Marcelo's situation is to be followed. At the moment, they are not negotiating over new deal or new contract, but you know that Marcelo is a special player for Real Madrid. He's a legend for Real Madrid. So they will decide in the coming months. I'm really curious, if Marcelo will be available as free agent. I would sign Marcelo,
Yeah.
I would sign. For Italian football, in my opinion, he will be perfect.
Yeah.
Tactical, full tactic, so he's perfect to play. He can play in a 3 defense as left back. He's really good.
Yeah.
For example, if I were like Inter, Milan, Roma, would be really interesting.
Yeah. Also bringing some experience and would be Juventus wanted him in the past.
They always wanted him, but now it's completely different, of course. Isco wins over Gareth Bale in our poll.
Yeah.
Andreas Christensen has an agreement with Chelsea. It's a verbal agreement. So Christensen is staying at Chelsea. It was a priority for Chelsea. They're really happy with him, and so he's staying with the new Chelsea. No free agent, and in my opinion, is a good news for Chelsea because he's a good centre back. You know that AC Milan wanted him. It was 2 years ago. Zakaria is a particular situation because he received proposals from Premier League and Italian clubs, but Borussia Mönchengladbach said no. Let's see now what is going to happen if they extend his contract or not. At the moment, it's still not agreed. Nothing agreed.
It would be a great opportunity, yeah.
This is a really good name.
Yeah.
Really good name.
Onana?
Yes, let's clarify about Andre Onana situation. Because with Inter, I said, you remember in the stream 2 weeks ago, I said he's really close to sign with Inter, and then the bomb started in Italian press and wherever. He's not signed yet. Let me clarify this point because it's really important for Onana to say that you have to wait with free agents till they sign the contracts. Remember Wijnaldum and many others. So it's really close. He has an agreement with Inter on verbal basis since July, but is not signed yet. So Inter have everything ready for Onana. They consider him as the new goalkeeper for the future, but it's not done yet. Let's see if he will join in June as free agent, because the potential agreement would be as free agent, but he's not able to sign now. So is not regular to sign a contract now. They can only from January. And this is why Inter don't have no contract signed yet. But also keep an eye on the opportunity of saying, maybe Inter can plan to say to Ajax, we pay you a small fee and the player is joining in January.
Yeah. Last name we have is Sergio Roberto, because that's a situation,
it's
crazy
a really
situation.
Strange situation.
He was one step away
it
to
was
done. Yeah.
Last Monday, he had to go to the Barca headquarters and sign. But then
that's something.
meeting,
it's something. A sentence I listened many times with Barcelona.
Yes.
Wijnaldum, Messi, going to that quarter, convinced that you have to sign, and then you don't sign. So what's happening? He's not renewing now. What's happening with? They're waiting. They're stalling. No, it's a situation that is not. Evolving.
Yes. And so for Sergio Roberto, yesterday was speaking also his agent, Ortbig, and he said, we had an agreement, but now everything is different. We are ready to see what happens in the coming weeks. I'm sure that they will talk again with Sergio Roberto about it, Barcelona and Sergio Roberto. It's not true that last summer Manchester City wanted him. It's not true. He was focused on Barcelona and he's respecting Barcelona in a difficult moment. But at the same time, it's fair to say that they had an agreement in place and then they didn't sign the contract on the key date. So let's see what is going to happen in the coming weeks for Sergio Roberto. It's still a priority for Barcelona to resolve this kind of situations. Pedri, Ansu Fati, Sergio Roberto. Next summer will be time for Araujo, another player that they want to give an important contract. Yes.
Okay, so we finish our list of free agents. So we are.
If you remember some other free agents, we have some other free agents, so we can finish with some question and answer, and then we complete our stream and we look for a ride. Cavani is an interesting one. Cavani will be an interesting one next summer. I think that next summer Cavani will look for something different. This is my feeling. We'll leave Manchester United and look for something different, but it's not decided. It's just my feeling. Guendouzi contract is still to be decided. He's now focused on Marseille, and Arsenal need to decide. They're really happy with Saliba, and they have to decide on Guendouzi. I wait for you. Ciao, guys.
Bye.